Manchester United are close to concluding the Ederson deal. We're looking at a couple of days, maybe a day or two. Ederson deal will be concluded. Now, is Ederson the exact kind of player that we need? He's not the perfect replacement for Casemiro. We know that. Now, but we know we need at least three signings in the midfield if we want to move ahead positively. Players like Casemiro need to be replaced by quality, a world class. We don't need someone that will grow into, because Casemiro has taken us so far, and then we cannot afford to just start grooming players again that will replace him. We need world class people like, yeah, Elliot Anderson is good. We saw this previous season that just passed. The guy was outstanding. He's there. He's something close to Declan Rice. Tonali is also good. Tonali, I've always loved Tonali because he's very direct. He scores goals. He's creative, but maybe not so good with the head, set piece. So that's also a big factor. You understand? Now, looking at these two players, who's more realistic? Elliot Anderson is being placed over 120 million. That's too much. We know that if we really want to compete, we need world class. If Elliot Anderson and Tonali were placed for the same price, I won't lie, I will easily pick Elliot Anderson because he's a complete package. He has everything. Tonali had some lapses, but where Elliot Anderson is good, Tonali is far better there. Like quick feet, taking shots from a distance. You understand? So some of those qualities is something that I like about Tonali. And if you put them together head to head, you can tell that Tonali is a little bit world class, and he has proven it over the years. Elliot Anderson, we're just seeing him this previous season, so we don't know. We can't really tell what he will become. Look at Beleba now. Beleba was so good one season, and then he was put up for almost 100 million and all that. But would you comfortably say that Beleba is worth 100 million now? Beleba is worth more like, I would say 70 million now, 65, with all add-ons and everything, 70 million. So you see, that is how bad a player can drop when overhyped. And we don't even know if we're going to see the best of Beleba anymore. Now, Ederson is also proving himself there, but he has not played in the Premier League, so we don't know what we might be expecting. So we need a Premier League proven midfielder who is world class. So if we get Elliot Anderson, I won't complain. If we get Tonali, I won't complain. They both are good. But we still need to get like the Ederson and then the Fernandez, the West Ham guy. If we can get those two to add in the midfield, it's cool. And then we'll have to look at our left back. I've said it that I want Diop from West Ham. He's tall, he can help the defense in set pieces. He's quick, and he can cross the ball. He has energy also, he's got good stamina. Doku is back. If we don't get anybody on the top left to pair with Kunga, we can still be doing it with Doku. Doku has proven that he brings more energy to the game, and he is actually good offensive. I think better offensive than defensive now. And let's not write anything off. Luke Shaw has been one of the most improved player in Manchester United as of last season. He stayed fit and he played well. You can still see that his performance is above average, and that is fair enough to compare to what we had the previous years. So I think we should look into that. And then there's a news, Rashford, Barcelona are not willing to pay the 26 million. for Rashford. They rather want to take him on a loan. But they are willing to pay over 70 million for Golden Newcastle. Is that not an insult? Yeah, we know Rashford might have his ups and downs, but comparing Rashford to Golden, it's an insult. Golden is good, but Rashford, what Rashford has achieved over the years, he's pure class. We know that I'd rather have him back in Manchester United, even though his mind is no longer in Manchester United. He's I don't think the fans want him, and I don't think he wants Manchester United. But those that made him feel aggrieved have left the club. Amorim is no longer there, so he might still find a reason for the fans to love him. Yes, he doesn't track back, but he's not the only one. With the system we are playing now, if we have good quality, Rashford might not do too much defending, but he will give a lot attack-wise. So let's think about that. Let's not sell Rashford off for cheap. Rashford is worth, it's just 28, 27, 28. Rashford is worth much more than 26 million for permanent deal. That's an insult. If we don't get anybody, let's just say Baka, okay, if you don't want him, get him. So they're just trying to, because they feel both parties are not in agreement and they feel Rashford doesn't want to come back. So when they just tell us that, okay, they would rather go for Golden, we'll now say, okay, take him for loan. We'd rather have him back because we're looking for squad depth. We're going to be playing too many competitions. I'm sure if Rashford plays well and banging some goals, he will win the fans' love. It's not like he did the same thing that Greenwood did. His love can still be found. Yeah, he had disagreement, but it was all fall down to Amorim. So this is our boy, and he came through our academy, so we know him. If Rashford plays, scores a goal, 2 goals, wonderful goals, plays a good game, the fans will back him up again. And I think if he can win the trophy with Barcelona, I don't see any reason why Rashford is not worthy to play. Rashford, normally out there, should not be anything less than 60 million. Anything less than 60 million. I don't even know why we are putting him up for such very little price, just because we want to get rid of him. And the boy doesn't want to play for Manchester United again, but we'd rather buy him and keep him, play him once in a while, even though he might not be happy, but with time he will get happy. That's give him off for loan again when we're looking for players. Who are you going to buy in the market now that is far better than Rashford? You will get something similar. So I don't mind him coming back. He's not Garnacho. It's far better than those guys. So who are you looking for? You want to go and get Rafael Leao? That guy is on and off. So what is the difference? So that's just it. I believe that this club now we're building, so many sins can be forgiven. Let's focus on the squad depth. Is important. Without squad depth, you can be in a very good position and you lose it all of a sudden. Because if you have some key players injured and you have advanced to maybe the semi-final or quarter-final of the Champions League and you have 2 injured players or 3 key players injured that you cannot replace, they can cost you the league by just maybe their wing now start to leak and you won't have quality there. But when you're taking off someone like if Cunha is not playing, Rashford is coming in. That gives that strongness. If you have Elliot Anderson or Tonali, you have Ederson, and then Mino is there. And if they're not playing, Fernandez is coming in, Bruno is also there. You see that people can replace, even if you take someone that is 80% in performance and you replace him with someone that is 65, you will not notice too much of but it's not when you remove someone like Ederson or Casemiro leaves and then you have Ugarte. You've destroyed the game. It affects. There was a season Arsenal would have won the league. Injury to, I think, was it Saliba and Gabriel and all that cost them. I think it was Saliba. Just one mistake can change everything. Imagine I am Raya being injured and there was no Raya last season for Arsenal. Do you think they would have won the league? I very much doubt it. So that is what we should be looking at. We should have quality in every position. And let's not forget, we need a striker. We need a striker. Not just any striker. We need a striker that can score 20 goals and above. And again, I see them putting up Rogers, Aston Villa. I don't know what are we doing with Rogers. 80 million. What are we even doing? Rogers is not what we need. A great team goes to where they have lapses, where they need to improve. That is where I don't know why you're going for Rogers. Rogers is so similar with Kunha. So what are you doing with Rogers? We're looking for someone that has something different that can give us a different quality on that top left side. A proper left top winger like Ahmad and Mbuemo. We know that when they're in form, they're dangerous. Kunwa normally that's not his position. Bruno Fernandez is playing where Kunwa is at the best. You understand? So that's it. And then at the left back, they're not talking about Diop, they're talking about Luz Hall. Hall is also good. He's very good. I don't mind if we can get him. It's okay because he gives a lot offensively and then he also gives a lot defensively. So these are the things we're talking about. And then we need to get our keeper back from loan in the championship. We need to get him back now in the club. So Lamens needs some good competition too. And we'll be playing too many competitions. And we need to really play, let guys play. We need to see what your competitor can offer. So when you're not informed, that person can start delivering. We need all this. We need more players. It is time Manchester United leaders in the hierarchy should begin to think about squad depth. Squad depth wins you game. When you look at Arsenal squad depth, you see Trossard coming off, Martinelli coming in. You see Madueke coming in for Saka. You understand those kind of stuff. Then Bereze is going up. You see Declan Rice and what is that? The other striker, Odegaard, right? You see them coming in. You see they bring in people quality for quality. That is why they won the league. It's as simple as ABCD, and we need to be thinking in that direction too. If we are going to succeed this season, the signings come next season is going to determine what we are going to be like. Carrick has shown us that he can do the job, and all he needs is quality and squad depth to deliver. God help Manchester United, and I believe we can do this.